it's been 35 years since he starred in When Harry Met Sally, but now Billy Crystal is taking on a very different role in new psychological thriller, Before. Billy joins me now. This is so creepy.
But creepy good.
It's creepy good.
Yeah.
Now, in the first episode, I was sort of like, OK, what's going on? And then, boom, you're in it, and you're like, and it catches your breath.
And it'll hold on to your breath for all 10. It's a fascinating show. I'm so thrilled that I'm, part of it.
And you co-created it.
Yeah.
Tell me why this particular story is close to you. Like, where did it all... What triggered it?
Oh, it's strange. It actually was... It was triggered by tapes that my late grandmother had made before she passed on about her life and how the family came to America from Russia. And it was all of these decades of stories. And it became very interesting. So I thought...
she was a storyteller?
Yeah.
And so, as are you?
Yeah, I mean, that's where it comes from.
Yeah.
I was given a book called Life Before Life about these kids with past life experiences, and that was really fascinating, just to read it.
So this is somebody who went under hypnosis. This is a true story.
Well, you're talking about The Search for Bridie Murphy.
Right.
Yeah, that was a story of a 28-year-old woman in America who under hypnosis talks about her life in Ireland 200 years ago.
And people fact-checked it, and it was accurate. I mean, it's spooky.
Perfect. Yeah.
And so that triggers... Does that give too much away about this
show? Well, it's not really... Well, in a way it does and it doesn't, because it's... if you believe in a hereafter, you have to believe in a before.
And do you?
And, oh, yeah, for
You
sure.
believe?
Yeah, yeah. And I'm hopeful.
Really?
Yeah, it would be nice to know this isn't just it, huh?
You believe you've had a past life?
You have things that are deja vus. I've done this, but some of them are small. Did I leave my water here before? I think I remember the cup was. This is sometimes it's about entire lives. Oh yeah, I'll just tell you a very spooky story. My first trip to California in 1974, something like that. My wife and I are driving outside in the desert area, and I had to pull over, and I broke out into a sweat, and she says, "What's the matter?" I think I've been here before. I don't know what this is. I know this area, I know this place. I know it. And I was here, I was horses, I know it. And it threw me for like 3 days, very anxious about it. 20 years later, I come up with a story for City Slickers.
Yes.
And I'm training, and I'm getting on horseback now. I'm getting very good at it, very quickly. And the guy who was training me said, "You must have been a cowboy in your past life." And I went, "Oh, my God." So it was like, there were connections. It's weird.
So this is such a far cry from Harry.
This is a long way from I'll Have What She's Having. Oh,
but
yeah.
what we know you from stand-up, we know you from being fantastic. I think you're the one presenter who's presented the Oscars the most.
Second most,
nine times.
Yeah.
So we know you for all of that sort of fun, light-hearted, quick wit. But this is so different.
Oh, and that's why I love it. That's why I love it. I've played so many different characters, really. So in a way, yes, the genre is so different, but playing different characters isn't. I mean, in Harry and Sally, I'm a young man who couldn't fall in love and didn't realize it. City Slicker was a guy having a midlife crisis. Princess Bride, I was a 200-year-old wizard living in the forest. So I've played different people.
Is this your darkest role?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, and a genre that I loved being in.
And, you talk about When Harry Met Sally. This great story of you when you had... the premiere was with Princess Diana.
Again,
it's extraordinary, isn't it, really? When you must think those are pinch-me moments, even for a great actor like yourself.
Well, we were waiting for her to arrive at the theatre in Leicester Square. And we were, taught all the protocols.
Yes.
And then the limo pulled up, and she was in this fantastic red dress, and she was so beautiful. And she sort of took your breath away. And then I was told I was sitting on her right, and Meg would be on her left. And we walked up to the balcony, and the trumpeteers were on stage, playing the entrance, which is just like every movie I've ever been to. There was always trumpeters. And I sat down next to her, and the lights went down. And she whispered to me, "I'm going to take my shoes off." And I went, good, I'm going to take my pants off. It was just so stupid. And I just went, why did I say this?
What am I saying?
And then the movie's playing beautifully, and then the famous faking an orgasm
I'll have what she's having, yeah.
scene happens. And as it's happening, we're in the balcony. Everybody in the orchestra, I can see, turns around to look up to see how she's going to react. And she starts laughing so hard, but like a laugh, like one of those kind of laughs.
Not the sort of laugh you expect a princess to have.
No. And if it was like a date, I don't think I'd see her again because she's gorgeous, yes, but the laugh, I can't.
The laugh gave you the ick.
Oh, it was so wonderful. It was just, and she just loved it. And Meg peeking around the side of her, looking at me, going, "Look at this, the princess is laughing."
It was
glorious.
Wonderful,
Glorious,
isn't it?
yeah.
And a whole new audience is still coming to that film.
It's 35 years. This is our 35th anniversary. But, you know, people keep falling in love and trying to stay there or falling out. And that's what this is about. It's about finding the right person. So it's it's what we call an evergreen. It'll always be there for
forever
people.
There. But for those who love a bit of creepy horror...
Oh, this is it.
Thank you so much, Billy
Good to
Crystal.
be here.
What a
Thank
pleasure
you.
to meet you. Now, Before, is what it's called, is available to watch on Apple TV Plus now.